There is a language that runs underneath every conversation, underneath every glance and every gesture, that most men have never been taught to read. It is not complicated. It is not hidden deliberately. It is simply the way genuine attraction moves through a person before their words have caught up with what they are feeling. And once you understand it, the interactions you have been navigating on instinct alone suddenly become legible in a way they never were before. A woman who wants more from you than the current dynamic offers will rarely say so directly, not because she is being dishonest, but because attraction at this stage is something she is still processing herself. What she will do is signal, consistently, subtly, and with a kind of unconscious honesty that words rarely carry. Your job is not to manufacture a response to those signals. It is simply to see them clearly. This is wisdom and lace. I am Grace. Today, I want to walk you through 7 signs that a woman is quietly reaching for something deeper with you. Not so you can exploit that reach, but so you can meet it with the kind of awareness and integrity that makes a real connection possible. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss what we cover each week. The first sign lives in her eyes. A polite glance is unremarkable. It arrives and moves on without leaving anything behind. But when a woman is drawn to someone, her eyes behave differently. They return. They linger a fraction longer than the situation calls for. They drop briefly to his mouth and come back to his gaze. None of this is calculated on her part. It is her attention going where it is pulled before her conscious mind has sanctioned the movement. The eyes reveal what the rest of the presentation is still managing. If her gaze keeps finding its way back to you, it is because something in her keeps sending it there. The second sign is in casual physical contact. Touch is one of the oldest and most honest forms of human communication. When a woman is comfortable with someone she finds genuinely attractive, small physical contact begins to appear in ways that are easy to rationalize as incidental. A hand on your arm while she is laughing. Adjusting something on your sleeve. The kind of brief contact that has a plausible social explanation, but that she is not extending to the other people in the same conversation. These small moments are her way of closing distance incrementally, of testing whether proximity feels as good in reality as it does in whatever she has been privately imagining. They are not accidental even when they appear to be. The third sign is in how her body orients toward you. The body operates largely outside conscious instruction when genuine attraction is present. She leans in your direction without deciding to. Her posture opens rather than closes when you are near. Her legs point toward you even when the rest of the room is competing for her attention. She tilts her head slightly when you speak, which is a physical expression of genuine engagement rather than performed interest. These are not signals she is choosing to send. They are her nervous system responding to yours and expressing through her body what her words have not yet found a way to say. The fourth sign is in the particular quality her voice takes on with you. People adjust their vocal tone constantly and mostly without awareness. When a woman is drawn to someone, that adjustment becomes something different. Her voice softens, it warms. It carries a register that is not the one she uses when she is simply being polite. There is a playfulness that surfaces, an ease, sometimes the beginnings of a private language between the two of you, in the form of references and running jokes that belong only to this specific dynamic. She is carving out something exclusive, a small shared world that exists between you and no one else. That is not something people do with connections they consider ordinary. The fifth sign is in the depth of her compliments. A surface compliment is easy to offer and easy to receive. It carries no particular risk, but when a woman begins to acknowledge things about a man that require sustained attention to notice, the way he thinks through a problem, the particular quality of his humor, the steadiness he brings to difficult moments, she is revealing something about how closely she has been watching him. Compliments at that level are a form of vulnerability because to articulate them is to admit that she has been paying the kind of attention that only genuine interest produces. She is not just telling you what she sees, she is telling you that she has been looking. The sixth sign is in her desire for private space with you. Attraction does not thrive in crowds. A woman who is reaching for something deeper will consistently find ways to reduce the distance between public interaction and something more personal. She suggests a walk when the group dynamic makes real conversation impossible. She finds a reason to message you privately after a shared social experience. She maneuvers the two of you into smaller contexts, where the noise of other people is not competing with whatever is building between you. This is not manipulation. It is a woman creating the conditions under which something genuine can actually develop. She is making room for you deliberately, even when it looks casual. The seventh sign is in the shift in her energy when you enter her space. This one is the least articulable and the most honest of all seven, because it operates at a biological level that neither of you is directing. Her color rises slightly when you say something that lands. Her laughter becomes more present and less managed. She fidgets in small ways that she would not if she were entirely comfortable, not because she is distressed, but because you produce in her a heightened state that her body does not quite know what to do with yet. That combination of warmth and slight nervousness is not discomfort. It is chemistry expressing itself before either person has decided what to do about it. Here is what I want you to take from all of this. These signals are not a code to be cracked for strategic advantage. They are a woman being honest with you in the only language that feels safe before words are ready. The right response to that honesty is not a technique. It is your own awareness, your own steadiness, and your own willingness to meet what she is offering with genuine presence, rather than a performance of interest. The men who build the most meaningful connections are not the ones who became skilled at reading signals in order to act on them quickly. They are the ones who understood what they were seeing and responded to it with the kind of grounded confidence and respect that made the woman glad she had been honest in the first place. Real connection does not begin with the right words. It begins in the quality of attention two people bring to each other before either of them has said anything at all. I am Grace. This is wisdom and lace. If this gave you a different way of seeing the interactions around you, share it with a man who could use that perspective. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Tell me which of these 7 signs you have been missing. I read every single one. I will see you in the next one.